Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to analyze Hedera and its token HBAR. None of the content is financial advice. Over the last couple of weeks, the price of HBAR reached a critical level on this 20-week simple moving average, but the 20-week moving average is acting up as a resistance. Right now, the price is at around 18 cents. The 20-week simple moving average is at around 20 cents, slightly over 20 cents. If the prices stay below the 21-week exponential moving average, that green line over here, that is at around 19 cents, the next area of support for H bar could be at around 16 cents. That's the 0.23 fib level from the previous all-time high in 2021 till the December 2022 bottom. The key levels to watch for to the upside is if the price were to break out the 24 cents level that represents the 0.382, the 0.5 fib level at around 30 cents, and the 0.618, which was the previous area of resistance back in December 2024 rally at around 36 cents. This particular crypto did enjoy a good 2024. Again, there was a breakout first in March, and then in the second half or towards the November December rally, this crypto did make a cycle high. Again, that was not a all-time high. The price was still lower than the eventual 57 cents ceiling that it enjoyed in the last bull run, that is in 2021. If the prices were to have put a new all-time high in 2025 rally, the first area to look for is anything above 57 cents per the Fibonacci levels. If the there is a new all-time high for this cycle, the 1.618 is at around 90 cents for H bar. That could be an key area for any forecasts. Again, not financial advice. If we look at the H bar right now on cryptoweeklies.com, link on the bottom of your screen, all the models from here on available for free. You don't have to pay or sign up for anything. The machine learning based price forecast for H bar in a non-euphoria bull run in the next 6 months is between 21 cents and about 60 cents. A 60 cents H bar is slightly higher than the previous all-time high at around 57 cents. That's if the market stay within that 1 standard deviation or 68th percentile bull case. If there is a euphoria in the next 6 months in the market, the price forecasted is somewhere between 24 cents and about $2. Again, a $2 H bar with a major rally behind us from almost 3 cents to about 31 cents, a 10x rally behind us. Seems like, as an interpretation of the model, seems slightly unlikely. If we were to try to more conservatively forecast this, the 2 standard deviation ceiling could be somewhere between that and a midpoint of the 1 standard deviation ceiling and the 2 standard deviation ceiling between 60 cents and $2 10 cents. If you take $2.70 and divide it by 2, the 2 standard deviation forecast could be somewhere at around $1.35, which is again taking an average of these two forecasts. Again, if all things equal, this model says that this pink line, which is the base case scenario, is a sideways price action. That means the model thinks that after this major move to the upside, the price would take some time to digest that move. If on the other hand, if there is a bear case in the next 6 months, the support is between 7 cents and 15 cents for H bar. Again, that could be a new like a slightly higher low than the 2024 bottoms and the 2023 bottoms for H bar. Nonetheless, again, the purpose of this model is not to guess whether the price has to go up or down. Again, there are several other indicators for that, such as the 4-year market cycle theory, post-halving year returns, return ROI. These models are also available on Crypto Weekly. This is 2025 year-to-date ROI, comparing that with 2021. Again, this is Bitcoin, but you get the idea. For most of the major cryptos, we have a similar ROI related analysis. Again, this kind of informs that if there were to be a year where most of the bullish rallies were to occur, that is per the 4-year market cycle theory, it's either in 2021, that was the post-halving year, or in 2025, which is again a post-halving year one. Key thing to notice is since the December 2020 to about December 2021, most of the major rallies for HBAR occurred in the post halving year. Again, there was a rally in the halving year, and the pre halving year, closer to the halving year in 2020. That kind of replicated 2024, but there was, from this rally from February 2020 till, it took about 10 to 11 months to digest that major rally. So from December 2024, if we extrapolate 10 to 11 months, that could be somewhere in till November 2025, and a blow off top could occur if we were to take that 4-year cycle view from November till December. So that's why, again, a euphoria case does not last for 6 months. Again, you can see that in November 2024, the euphoria phase lasted for about month and a half, and then again slow digestion of that move. Similarly over here, from December to, let's say, April, 3 to 4 months, if that kind of rally is ahead of us, again the ceiling could be somewhere over here, which is a midpoint over here at around $1 or $1.20. So that's the interpretation of model. No model can claim 100% accuracy all the time, but again, they help set some expectations which are not too outlandish or not too bearish. So going to the regression based valuation for HBAR, the fair value for HBAR for this model is at around 42 cents. This is the polynomial regression function drawn around the weekly price action for weekly candles for HBAR to estimate where is the fair value in a non-linear fashion, that to extrapolate the understanding of where to DC. Again, this fair value is this pink line. If you draw one standard deviation residual on top of that to identify where is the great accumulation phase whenever the prices are below the green line per this model, they offer a decent accumulation time period. Again, the last one last one was in October 2024. We did make several videos related to HBAR back then on the channel. You can check over here. This is Aave. We covered Aave yesterday on the channel, so if you want to check that video, you can check it out. Again, 2 months ago, October was almost 6 months ago. You can see back then there were several videos 8 months ago, 5 months ago on the channel. So if you are interested in following along this journey and these models which are state of the art and also available for free, you can give us a like and subscribe to stay updated. Again, one standard deviation residual right now is at around 23.9 and almost 24 cents. That's where exactly the 0.382 is on the fib levels. Again, that confluence kind of helps to identify what is likely rally back to the one standard deviation bottom. The fair value for HBAR is at around 42 cents, and if the prices were to go to slight overvaluation, that non-euphoria overvaluation for HBAR is the one standard deviation residual to the upside. That's where the start point of any euphoria is at around that level. So you can see back in November 2024, as the price rallied beyond this yellow line, that's when HBAR became euphoric and market participants started paying a lot of attention to HBAR. There were a shift of narratives. Again, over here you can see on the narrative word cloud, HBAR did maintain a prolonged presence on this word cloud for the last 6 months. Again, right now, not so much. Again, Bitcoin and Bitcoin related narratives, apart from that Solana and other alts, are sharing most of the attention. But not too long ago, if you were following this channel, this narrative word cloud was HBAR and Hedera driven. Again, most of the other alts, higher market cap alts were here, and HBAR was quite an outlier where despite having lower market cap, there were a lot of narratives surrounding it. Now the one standard deviation ceiling comes at around 74 cents. This is a non-linear model which with the understanding of 4-year market cycle, where the fair value goes up in the post halving years when there is a blow off top, and also the peak estimation takes that upward bias approach to account for any favorable volatility in the post halving years. That takes the price to about 74 cents per this model, and anything above that is considered euphoria. The 2 standard deviation ceiling is at around $1.30, kind of similar to where the machine learning based realistic 2 standard deviation ceiling was at around $1.25-35. That's one way to forecast again but the corollary is in the last cycle, that is in 2021, the prices barely reached this orange line, and if we were to account for any diminishing return this time around, the prices may fall short of that $1.30, somewhere between that 75 cents and $1.30. That could be somewhere close to that dollar target or slightly lower than that. That's where the prices could top for HBAR. If we were to look at the risk for accumulation with respect to the current price, you can see this regression based channel helps identify what is the accumulation phase for HBAR, especially whenever the risks are less than 10%, like they are color coded in this purple or plum color. That's the accumulation territory identified by the regression channel. This model did a phenomenal job throughout the bear market since about 2023, and also the dip in 2024 and in 2025 to identify when the risk for accumulation was less than 10%. Again, this is not some retroactively fitted model. This is a live model which right now says that risk for accumulation is about 2%. If that risk were to go to that intermediate level for HBAR, which is kind of where euphoria rallies or rallies kind of resolve between that 30% or 0.3 to 0.5 risk, that's the major non-euphoria peaks. If the prices were to go to that level, the price could be per this model between 47 cents and about 70 cents. So the lower end for prediction for HBAR is again 47 cents to 70 cents. A 70 cent HBAR would be about a 4x from here. A 48 cents would be slightly under 3x from here, close to 2.5x. The time weighted average price model says the accumulation phase for HBAR was between May 2022 till November 2024, where the price was trading below the blue line, which is the time weighted average price at any given point. This is the price which the underlying asset could digest in a bull run, especially if there is a long accumulation phase below the time weighted average price, and if there is a bullish rally again. You can see from here, from 2020, when there was one intermediate peak, the prices did go slightly lower in the later half of 2020, but they never looked back in the 2021 bull rally, and the prices were still above this blue line even in the bear market of 2022 and 2023. So right now the time weighted average price comes at around 11 cents. The price was lower than that, has not been lower than that since about early November of 2024. We did come close in April 2025, but also at that level the time weighted average price based risk was at around less than 20%. Now it's at around 40%. So all in all, if we were to look at the estimated bull run target for HBAR with all of these models in mind, the latest price at around 18 cents, regression risk 2%, time weighted average price risk 40%, simple moving average risk 16%, weighted risk is 17 or 0.17 or 17%. The bull run peak estimated is at around $1.04, representing a reward of about 5.5x from the current price. And with that, I would like to conclude the video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please give us a like and subscribe, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.